Abortion. This is either good or evil, justified or not, depending on when life begins. So, I think we can all agree that this is a baby. If it's inside the womb, it's a baby in the dark, but it's still a baby. What difference is there, except there's a umbilical cord, and it is connected to the mother. Now, human life actually begins at conception, when the egg and the sperm unite to make a zygote. This is the beginning of life for a human. According to science, it's not my opinion. Why? Because this is a human in development. When you have a zygote, the human is developing. And actually, after you're born, you're still developing. You grow, you develop. You always have development until you reach the beginning of old age and you start going downhill. But the point is, that's when human life begins. When there's a human in development, that's a human. And it's an innocent human, so if you destroy this, you're a murderer. You took away the potential. Just like if you kill a baby here, you took away the potential. This baby and this zygote, they pretty much have the same potential. They haven't been able to do anything yet because they're still in the womb. And everyone who calls them a parasite is evil because it was not their choice to be there. The mom is either a whore or she chose to have a baby but then changed her mind because it's inconvenient to have a baby. When my daughter was conceived, and mind you, I am poor, it was suggested to me that I murder her for my convenience, though of course the person suggesting this did not call it murder. But I don't want to be a hypocrite, and I don't want the blood of my daughter on my hands. Now you will say, oh, but they don't bleed, so they're not human. Science says it's a human development. It's a fact. It's not my opinion. So yeah, you don't need to bleed to be a human. So anyway, and one time, so I refused to commit abortion. I refused to murder my daughter, and now I have a lovely, cute daughter. So cute. I love her. Anyway, I'm glad I didn't murder her. Abortion is murder. It's so obvious. But people want to lie and say, oh, let's say it begins here because that's when their heart starts beating or whatever. You're making it arbitrary. You're trying to move the goalposts. It's a fact. That's a human development. It's a human. So you kill it, you kill a human. And it's an innocent one too. You took away the potential. To kill this is just like killing this. So that's how you know for a fact that abortion is wrong from the point of conception. So let's say a woman is raped. Does that justify abortion? No. Why? Because it's not the baby's fault or the zygote's fault or the fetus's fault that there was a rape. Why are you going to punish the innocent child for what the man did wrong? Because it's usually a man who rapes. But there are cases of women raping, I guess. But man is stronger than woman. Oh no, that's so sexist. Pointing out a biological fact is sexist. Anyway. Why are you going to punish the fetus by destroying it for what someone else did wrong? That's messed up. If you cannot take care of the baby, there are people who are willing to raise them. Now I'm willing, but I don't have the financial means to raise your child, so you should not leave them with me. But if you do, then I would try to help them. You know, people, they want to help puppies who are abused, but and yet they're abortionists. How are you going to be an abortionist, care about puppies getting hit, but you murder your child? How inconsistent. You value animals above your own child. Well, I don't know what else there is to say about this issue. Oh yeah, so-called women's rights. Whenever they frame it as women's rights, they're just lying by saying that this is not a human. But science says it's a human in development. It doesn't matter what you opine. That's a human, and therefore killing it is murder. Them's facts. But people don't want the truth, so they suppress it. But when you die, you will be judged, and you will burn forever if you murder. And lied all the time saying, I did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong. Sure you didn't. You will feel how wrong you are when you're dead and in hell. So they say women's rights. You can't tell me what to do with my body. Well, it's not exactly your body. It's someone's body inside your body, which you probably chose to have. And even if you were raped, it's not the baby's fault, so don't murder it. Murder isn't the answer. You're just making things worse for yourself in the long run and for the fetus immediately. Now, the United States says it's a good country. No, it isn't. It says that you have the right to murder your child. It's an evil country. I'm glad I left it. The United States pulls imaginary rights out of its ass. I hate the United States, piece of shit country. You deserve to burn.